Love is recap. Nuri finally realizes that Yasir ain't got no job. Love is a lot of things as we know, and complicated is one of them, but when suspicion arises amid the complication that could spell disaster. On tonight's episode of Love Is, Nuri starts to have questions, the right questions anyone should have for a potential lover, but she was so caught up in the rapture that she didn't even think about it. Hold that thought though, because we'll get there. We start the episode with older Nuri explaining that every couple should go through a cocoon phase in their courtship. This usually happens at the beginning, and it's where the couple shuts out the world and focuses on each other. Then we flash back to young Yasir and Nuri in their cocoon. They're falling deeper in love. Their cocoon started from the moment they went to the Wynton Marsali's concert, and according to Nuri, those 18 hours were some of the best moments of their relationship. They took the party back to Nuri's new house after the concert and almost got it on. It got really hot and heavy until Nuri pointed out that it's Ramadan and they need to chill. No nookie for now. This works out because Nuri recently made a promise to herself that she didn't want to have sex with anyone other than her husband in her new home. Yasir is cool with it and makes moves to leave, but his car won't start. He refuses to knock on Nuri's door to ask to borrow her AAA card. But Nuri is watching him struggle and invites him inside because she doesn't want him to leave anyway. In hindsight, older Yasir said he felt like that night with Nuri was his lifeline. They get through the night and manage to fight temptation. The next day, Nuri discovers that she got the day off work, so they spend even more time cupcaking. Yasir even helps her get work done around her home. Nuri even gives him an honest rundown about her boy toys, because you all know she was a player, but things have changed and she has no problem cutting any of these men off. Their time gets cut short when Nuri discovers that she needs to go support her co-worker friend Angela on a blind date. The plan is for Nuri to coincidentally bump into Angela and access the situation.
So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
If Angela isn't feeling the guy, then Nuri will run a distraction to end the date early. Nuri and Yasir agree to meet up again later that night. Yasir goes back to Ruby's place to look for a AAA card and discovers that Ruby secretly had liposuction. She's bandaged up and looking super sad. In Ruby's mind, she can't have all the hips and butts she has if she's going to be a successful yoga instructor, so this is what she needed to do in order to have a successful yoga business in LA. "I do not have the body my clients want," said Ruby. Yasir replies, "But you have the knowledge." Yasir is obviously disturbed seeing Ruby this way, especially because she has no one to help her recover, not even the anorexic Barone who got her into this situation, the person who picked her up post-op. So he tells her that he always thought she was beautiful and even helps her drain her post-operation tools and keeps her walking around to avoid blood clots. This is when Ruby reveals that she was writing him about money so hard because she was on edge about getting this surgery. Ruby also makes Yasir promise not to tell anyone about the surgery. Then we cut back to Nuri with her mother. Her mom is super nosy and wants the scoop on Yasir only to find out that Nuri doesn't even know his last name or his birthday. Mama lets her have it and tells her important questions though. What's Yasir's last name and his birthday? Mama just wants her to be more discerning. This plants some doubt in Nuri's mind, especially after Yasir misses their evening date because he's so caught up taking care of Ruby. The other problem is, Yasir can't find the paper with Nuri's number on it, so he can't reach her. Nuri can't reach him either and gets worried, but her neighbor actually comes through. Yasir pushed his dead car in front of said neighbor's house and now the neighbor is concerned about Yasir, so she figured she'd ask Nuri if he's okay. Nuri reveals that she doesn't know and that she doesn't even know his last name. The crafty neighbor was able to roll the car window down and retrieve his registration. His last name is Omar, and she gave Nuri his address. They both also noted that it looks like he's living in this car. While Yasir is getting ready to give Ruby a sponge bath, but there's a knock on his door. Obviously, it's Nuri. He's super surprised to see her. He apologizes for standing her up, but Nuri wants answers. Why did he stand her up? How does he make money? Is he homeless? Yasir says he can't give her the answers right then, but he'll meet up with her tomorrow and tell her what's up. He felt like Nuri deserved his full attention and this wasn't the time or place to have the discussion. The problem is, will Nuri actually show up? We obviously know they end up getting together, but it probably won't be without a fight.